Meanwhile, the Supreme Court of Pakistan came down heavily on the central government. The court criticized the order of the government to provide extension to the Army Chief, General Qamar Javed Bajwa. The court has said that retirement and extension are two different matters, saying that the government's decision has made the Army Chief look like a shuttlecock, quote-unquote. The court said that they don't even appoint an assistant commissioner of police like this. The authorities do not appoint an assistant commissioner of police like this. And General Qamar Javed Bajwa's tenure as Army Chief ends tomorrow. And all of that happening on the eve of the expiry of his tenure. Joining us on the broadcast is our Pakistan Bureau Chief, Anas Malik. Anas, help us understand what's happening. It's very rare for the court to slam the government in such a manner. And very interesting observations coming in. Tell us more about what happened.
Absolutely, Molly, a bad day for the government here at the Supreme Court, that is right behind me in courtroom number 1. Right from the start, the court argued and they put forward the same 4 questions that they had asked the government yesterday. That was, under what law was this appointment done or reappointment done or this extension done? Secondly, the procedural lapses in this appointment or reappointment. Thirdly, that the government had argued that the Army Chief's retirement was suspended. The court argued that how was it done? And number 4, that this was not for an individual, but rather it is for the institution, and this does not apply to the Chief of Army Staff. Now, interestingly, the court has also pointed out new procedural lapses, including the point when the summary that was moved for the appointment of the Army Chief or the extension of tenure of the Army Chief, it had said that this is for the reappointment, whereas the notification, the summary that had been issued from the presidency, it said that the Army Chief has been appointed, whereas the notification that was issued, it was said that this is an extension of the tenure. The court said that this government and this Ministry of Law has made a mockery of the position that they respect the Pakistan Army. The court also said that they have this procedural lapses. They have made the Army Chief or the position of the Chief of Army Staff as a shuttlecock. Interestingly, the court came down very heavily on the Attorney General, and it has instructed the Attorney General to get over the procedural lapses. Today, the Attorney General completed his remarks. Now, he has argued that the Army Chief's position, they get to retain his position, and that he remains in place tomorrow as well. He was not able to clearly convince the court on under what law was it done. Tomorrow, when the court comes back, the lawyer for the Army Chief, General Qamar Javed Bajwa, former Law Minister Farooq Naseem, he will be presenting his arguments. He himself is surrounded by a controversy, but by and large, a bad day for the government and a bad day for the Attorney General as well, just on the eve of the Army Chief's, ahead of the Army Chief's retirement. Yes, Molly.
Absolutely. Just a few hours before he is set to retire, all of that happening in the court, and the court seeing that the government's behavior and the government's instructions so far have made the Army Chief look like, quote-unquote, a shuttlecock. We're going to leave it there for the moment, but of course, a close eye on the latest that's coming in, and we'll keep coming back to Anas as and when further updates.